Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fun with Flags. Now today it's episode number 3 and we're going to be talking about the Brazilian flag, which today looks like this. But let's go back a little. As you may know, Brazil was discovered and colonized by the Portuguese. So for a very long time, the flag that was in use was simply the Portuguese flag or something related to. I'm gonna start in the 1800s when Portugal's Prince Pedro IV declared the independence of Brazil. Even though Pedro only declared independence in 1822 with the famous Ipiranga Scream or Yell, and Portugal only signing the independence treaty in 1825, the Kingdom of Brazil sort of had an assigned flag from 1815 to 1822. Now, an interesting aspect about the Brazilian independence process is that Pedro was actually the son of the Portuguese king, acting sort of as a regent to the Dominion of Brazil. And when his father sent him a letter ordering him to return home, Pedro was influenced by his wife and his advisors to declare the independence of Brazil, becoming the first Brazilian emperor. Now, let's look at this first flag, a yellow armillary sphere on a dark blue background. Now, in the Portuguese flag, like we saw in the first episode, the armillary sphere represented the Dominion of Brazil and its colonies, so it only made sense that it be used here. It's also related to the Order of Christ, whose cross also became a part of the next Brazilian flag, so let's move on to that one. This is the first flag of independent Brazil, the flag of the Brazilian Kingdom, which was only in use from September the 18th to December the 1st of 1822. This is where the green and yellow colors present in today's flag are first introduced, even though today they have slightly different tones. The green is said to represent Brazil's forests, and the yellow is said to represent its vast wealth, more specifically in gold. However, the green at this time could also represent the House of Bragança, the dynasty of Emperor Pedro. Now, in the center, we see the shield, with the armillary sphere representing Brazil, and the cross of the Order of Christ representing the order itself and the importance of Christianity in Brazil. The crown represents the monarchy, and the two branches in the bottom are symbols of the two main products of Imperial Brazil, coffee on the left and tobacco on the right. The blue circle with the stars represent the various provinces in Brazil at the time. Now, this flag suffered subtle alterations. From December 1 of 1822 to around 1870, this was the flag in use, the flag of the Empire of Brazil, which looked exactly the same apart from a slight change in the branches and the use of a different crown. In 1870, the flag changed again, adding a new white star, now representing the 20 provinces of Imperial Brazil. This flag was in use until November 15th of 1889, the day where Brazil was proclaimed a republic, and this resulted in the creation of a new flag. There was a provisional flag only technically in use for 4 days, which seems to be highly inspired in the flag of the United States, which wouldn't be totally crazy since Brazil is today a federalist country. However, this flag didn't last, and this was the flag put into use. Now, this flag has remained in use from the 19th of November of 1889 until today, with the only changes being made in the number of stars and their disposition on the sphere. So let's take a look at the elements of the Brazilian flag today. The text states order and progress, values which the Republicans hoped were upheld in the ruling of Brazil. The colors, green and yellow, remain the same since the imperial flag, but in a slightly different, lighter tone. The green still represents the rich Brazilian forests, and the yellow, Brazil's wealth. The white banner represents the desire of peace, and the blue sphere represents the sky and the Brazilian rivers. And this association of the blue with the sky makes a lot of sense because the 27 white stars representing the states of Brazil and its federal district are disposed in the shape of stars or constellations, and the manner by which they are seen from the sky of Rio. Now, on a side note, the only star placed above the text banner is the only state above the line of the equator, which represents the state of Pará, the greatest state at the beginning of the Republic. So, these are the elements of the Brazilian flag today. The green and yellow colors, the blue sphere, the white stars, and the banner. Thank you guys so much for watching episode number 3 of Fun with Flags. Leave a comment below letting me know what you thought about the video, correcting me because I might get stuff wrong, and let me know which flag I should do a video on next. Also, make sure to subscribe to catch future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.